in your personal life. You may proceed, sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. कैसे मिजाज हैं आपके? You fine? How are you?
Walaikum salam. We are fine.
We are fine, sir.
Fine, sir. Fine, sir. What about you?
Our Vedic community, they are fine and they are happy, and they are very lucky that they have got this forum, and at this forum, alhamdulillah, we impart the knowledge. So as we discuss about leadership, I will say that leadership is all about quality. When we discuss about quality, it means you are saying that you want to bring happiness in the lives of the people. You see, when we discuss about the concept of quality, agar aapki leadership mein quality hai, what does it mean? It means basically you are helping people in such a way that you are bringing happiness in their lives. So this is my objective, being a teacher, being a leader. When I guide people, when I teach my students, I always keep in my mind that I should make them happy. Because of all the scholars and all the prophets, when they discuss about this world, so basically their objectives is only one, that in this lifetime we should make this world a beautiful place to live, and we should spread the pleasure, we should spread the joy, and we should try our level best to add value in the lives of the people and create value in the lives for the life of people. This is my vision, being a leader. I basically started my career 40 years before, and I'm among those lucky people, alhamdulillah. I mean, whatever I wanted to do, I'm doing that. दुनिया में ये बड़ा कम लोगों को नसीब होता है कि whatever you wanted to do and you are doing the same thing. I wanted to become a teacher. So alhamdulillah, I'm a teacher, I'm a mentor, I'm a guide, and I try my level best to support people. जब कभी किसी को कोई problem हो, so basically I feel that I should get in that situation, and I should try my level best to help them. So basically being a leader, being a teacher, this is my vision. And I wanted to become a teacher, and alhamdulillah, I'm a teacher. So my basic designation, if someone asks me, I say, alhamdulillah, I'm in the field of accounting and finance, and I'm adding value to the lives of the people for their career, for their lives. आज का जो हमारा जी आप फरमाइए.
Thank you very much, Munawer Hameed, sir. You shared your experience and your life motto, and you are, mashallah, you are enjoying your profession, and this is a blessing actually, that a person who enjoying his profession, it's really a blessing. So today we will listen about your previous experience, like you were before in Gulf country also, especially you said that you are in Oman, and
Yes.
I don't know, maybe you are in academic field, or you are in the academic field.
I was in academics. You see,
Okay,
when we see that, you see, whenever we say that you are a leader or you are, I mean, if I make a link, so I will make a link in such a way that when you enjoy your teacher profession, how do you know? आपको कैसे पता चलता है? How do you know that you enjoy your profession? There is only one thing. That when you talk.
Yes, we agree with you. I second your thing. A teacher is itself a leader.
You see, whenever you are doing a job, and the people who are your stakeholders, like if you give me a class and you ask me, Mr. Munawer, I want to go and teach that class of chartered accountancy students or A-level students or of MBA students. So in that specific time frame, when I'm teaching, I started class, for example, at 6 o'clock. Until 9 o'clock, my students are there. Maybe there's a break. But during that span of time, if the students are engrossed or engaged, the definition of engage, being a leader, I will define like this. A leader knows how to engage people. Now, the definition of engage is the time disappears. When I go to the class, I start my class at 11 o'clock in the morning, and suddenly a student or students say, okay, this is 1 o'clock. It means where 2 hours have gone. You know what happened? These 2 hours disappeared. Why these 2 hours disappeared? That I was capable to engage them properly. So being a leader, you engage your nation. Being a professor, when you engage your students, it means basically you got the objective. It means you are the person who knows how to transfer the knowledge or how to transfer your ideas.
You mean to say that student satisfaction level, like you need to motivate them, so they will enjoy your lecture. They will enjoy your all the lessons which you are trying to deliver. So first of all, to make your students engage, you need to be very flexible with them. You need to be very you can say you should be very confidence about your knowledge. Your topic should be well prepared. So because students will react if you are not well prepared. So they will react like this, and they will mess your class.
You're very right. You know what happens basically? You see, a teacher basically is a leader. So you are a leader at different level of capacities. Like, Alhamdulillah, now we have our Prime Minister, Mr. Imran Khan. So you see, he is a leader. Now, what exactly we need in a leader? A leader who is a true leader. Number one, he must carry his skills. And number two, he must be honest. A person who is and he knows his job. Now the question arises, you are a great leader for the country or you are a great leader in a class. Basically, these are two different domains. You are a leader, I'm a leader in my class. Basically, I'm at a capacity which is the same capacity at which any person who is at different level, but he is having the same level of capacity means he knows his work and he is honest. Like our Prime Minister, Mr. Imran Khan, he is a qualified person, he is a skillful person, and he is an honest person. What does it mean? It means he is the leader. When you go to the class, if you know your subject, if you are honest, what does it mean? It means basically you are the leader for the class. So now the question arises, being a leader, how do you think? So in today's lecture, I'm supposed to discuss the approaches by which I can impart the knowledge that how can we think, that how do we take different decisions in our lifetime.
Okay, yes. Sir, would you like to share your personal experience? Like, for example, I check your profile. You are teaching IG student, A level and O level student also. I think accounting is your subject. So, yes. How you improve your weak students? Because did you face some students like this in your class during your teaching?
Fine. The first thing in which I believe, I trust, every child is having the same capacity if I'm able to make him understand. I mean, it is interest, it is me who can create the interest. I know that people, they are having different powers or they have different interests, but it is me that how can I create? How do I consider that every child is special for me? Every child, every individual kid, every individual student is my student. So when I consider like this, I mean, the sky is the limit. I would like to share something with you, my experience in Oman. In 2010, when I left for Oman, I joined a college which is called Munawer College of Technology, which comes under Ministry of Manpower. When I reached there, they have given me a course which is called ACCA. And in this specific subject, there are two domains. One is of ACCA subjects and one is FIA subjects. And there was a group of students and they all were Omanis. And I came to know that these students, they were not passing the examination and that exam was of taxation. And those students, they were not passing the examination. I came to the class and I observe. I have to find out where is the key. I have to find out how we are supposed to open the door. If we can open a door by pulling the door, and if we are trying to push the door, we cannot open the door. So what did I do? I focused and I selected one specific student. Her English was very good, as well as she was able to communicate in her own language, I mean Arabic, and all students were able to understand Arabic very well. So what I did, I started my classes, and she was the main focus person. And then I still remember her name. Her name was Thuraya Aryami. And I told her, Thuraya, whatever I taught you, I want you to explain them in your local language. Although the examination was in English, so what did she do? She basically started explaining each and everything of taxation of ACCA to those students, and they understood. You know what happened? In the beginning, my head of department, he told me, Mr. Munawer, there are 11 students. If 2 will pass, I will feel that you know how to teach. I did not reply. I thought in my heart, let the time come. By the passage of time, the class was improving, and Thuraya was with me, and we were playing. We were doing. I was transferring the lecture in such a way that we are playing. I did not make the things difficult for them. So by the passage of time, what happened? By the passage of time, these people, they were understanding the concepts, and will you believe when the result came, out of 11 students, all 11 students passed. And among those students, there was one student, I still remember her name, Raya, her name was, and basically she got top position all over the world. You know what happened? Why? It was not me, basically. It was not me. It was basically students. You were supposed to motivate. You should know how to play your role. So being a leader, when you select, like our Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he was a great leader. He was aware of this thing, that what specific assignment should be given to whom. So when you do this thing, so basically what happens, then you play your role as a leader, and then the nation grows. Then the level of the nation comes up. So this was one of the experience which I shared with you. There are number of things which I observed during those 10 years. You see, basically what happened? Basically, this is our thoughts. Our thoughts are strong, we can touch the sky. If recently I got an accident and everybody was asking me to take rest for a week for 2 weeks. After 2 days, after just 2 days, I was at my job. The reason was what? I'm not telling my story. I'm just telling you. The reason was what? The reason was this, that I did not take that thing as a job. I considered only one thing. Munawer, if you will not go for that specific assignment, which is a teaching assignment, what does it mean? It means that you are going to waste the time of the students, and when you are wasting the time of the students, it means you are wasting the time of the nation, because these students will become future leaders. So whenever we discuss about any concept, we should remember that how do we think? Our thoughts make the things beautiful, or our thought make the things, take the things in mess.
Okay. Any question from any participants?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Sheikh Muhammad Saud. MashaAllah, you have discussed all the things in a very short time. I am very impressed. But sir, there is one question from my side. I'm also a teacher, and I'm teaching in a medical college since 2 years. Sir, there is difference in the teaching strategy. Matlab, there are two types of students. The one who just came in the college means the new student, and the one who is being in the college means the senior student. So when the student becomes senior, he knew that I know all the things. Matlab, when the student knows somehow, he thought that I know all the things. And so what type of strategy and teaching method should apply on the new student and on the ongoing student?
Fine. So thank you very much. May I know your name?
Sir, my name is Dr. Sheikh Muhammad Saud. Saud.
And Doctor, from where you are? From which city?
Sir, I am from Karachi, Pakistan. Karachi.
Okay. Doctor, the first thing which we should know is this. I mean, I will start the conversation in such a way that when you were saying that some students were senior and they know the thing. So we should know that we should inform them that knowledge has 4 levels. The first level, we do not know that we do not know.
Yeah.
Or you do not know that you do not know. I mean, you are in that level.
Yes, yes.
That you understand what do I mean? The first level of knowledge
Yes,
is
sir.
you do not know that you do not know. When the knowledge increases, you know that you know. You know that you don't know. The first thing, you do not know that you do not know. When the knowledge increases, you know that you do not know. It means this is the point that where you should know that you should improve yourself, and then the third level comes, which says you know that you know. And that level, after that level, you start reading, you start getting the information, you go, you visit different places, conferences, seminars, symposium, and by the passage of time, what happens? You do not know that you know. You know what happens? Your journey started. You do not know that you know. You do not know that you do not know. The first thing, you do not know that you do not know. When your knowledge increases, you know that you do not know. The third level, you know that you know. And finally, you do not know that you know. It means how many things you know. And this is the danger level. At this level, if ego comes in your heart, you start coming down. Now the question arises, which was your question, that when we are discussing about those students who know better than other students, what can we do? We can make them mentor for the class. And we can make them realize that we all human beings all over the world, whatever total knowledge exists, we do not know the tiny fraction of that knowledge, because of all knowledge is related to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we are supposed to motivate them in such a way that whenever a student comes to you who's a junior teacher, you know what can we do? We can make them our hand. We can make them our army. And we can ask them to support us in such a way that either there are 2 choices. Either they can become a sort of, we can say, the threat for those students, and they are all the time they're showing that we know the things, you do not know the things. On the other hand, we can make them realize that you should go and your behavior should be based on a concept which is called empathy. If you are having empathy in your heart, yes, what does it mean? It means basically you're supporting people. You want to make this world a beautiful place.
Yes.
You understand? Basically, what happens in life? Basically, we take the decision on 2 different concepts. One is called consequentialist approach, and second is called categorical approach. So basically, and this is my today's topic. When Dr. Sadaf will come on the floor, we will on the dice. Basically, we'll start this topic as well. But whatever was your question, I answered. Keeping in mind that whatever the best capability I have, that you should make those students your team in such a way that they can help you. Instead of making a division in the class, that you consider, okay, these students, you see, if there are 10 students in your class and 7 students are bright and 3 students are not at that level, you know, what does it mean? If you are teaching only those 7 students, so basically you are not creating, it means these 3 students who are not at par, this is your job, this is the challenge, that you are supposed to improve their knowledge. Now the question arises, can you do it alone? The answer is no. You are supposed to create a team. TEAM. Together everyone achieve more. So when you're creating an environment in such a way that all the people are responding each other, and they are giving the responses. They are not reacting, but they are giving the responses. What does it mean? It means basically you are the leader of the class who knows where is the critical area, and you're supposed to go and focus that area, and then you're supposed to do the improvement in that area. This is the answer.
Sir, what type of icebreaker we can use in the class? Means if the class becomes too much lengthy and the topic is bore. So what type of icebreaker we can use in the class with the students?
You see, there are different pedagogies in teaching, right? I mean, you are teaching to the students of MBBS, right? So when you're being a doctor, when you're teaching, you're supposed to make this thing to them, make this thing realize to them that you are in this specific frame of time. You should know that this is a serious business. I mean, at this point of time, in this hour, you should know that wasting of time means wasting of life. Now the question arises that you, being a teacher, would like to run this class on a serious mode, or you can create some humor in the class as well. So basically, it depends. You see, in teaching is a wonderful field. If I will be given 100 chance, 100 lives, in every life I will become a teacher. The reason is what? The reason is only one. When we impart the knowledge, we learn as well. So being a teacher, when you are teaching a class, you are supposed to observe that what specific strategy or what specific point of time has come where you learn something special, and that specific or special thing you can apply in another class. You see, challenges are always there. Now the question arises that these challenges, if you make these challenges as an opportunity, it means you are the person who knows the work. But suppose if you feel that these are the problems and you cannot handle, so it means this is not that you have just read few books, but the important thing is the responsibility. Being a teacher, you are having a big responsibility. You know, nowadays doctors, they should know when the patients come to them, they should know how to talk to them. The first thing is this, that when you're going to a doctor, if he knows that how to talk to you, he is giving you confidence that I'm here at your back, do not worry. So basically, these all things make a person a smart professional, a strong professional, a professional who can make the difference in the lives of the people. Why we all are here? We come, our life started B. Our life ends at D. Our whole life is between B and D. B stands for birth, D stands for death. Now the question arises that what we are supposed to do between B and D? The answer is we are supposed to do C. Between B and D, we always find C. What does it mean? It means we are supposed to make the people content. And you see, whenever you go for your job, if you yourself is relaxed, and if you have a power that how do we control the things, then you are able to impart the knowledge. The first thing, number one, do you know your subject very well? Number two, are you honest in transferring the knowledge to the students? Because of I know that I'm here for a specific amount of time in this world. After that point of time, there is my departure. So whatever I discuss something during my classes, how do I make the link? When being an accounts teacher, when I teach accounting equation, assets is equal to liabilities plus capital. So this is an accounting equation. So what do? I say, look, this is not the matter of accounting equation only. This is the matter of balancing the things. When you balance your life with different stakeholders who are with you, so basically what you're doing, you are adding the value. You are adding the value to the world. We Pakistani, I have traveled in different countries and I have seen, Alhamdulillah, we Pakistanis are wonderful. We know how to do the job. We know how to create the things. So being a teacher, if you will give me a class and you ask me, Mr. Munawer, I want you to teach the students in this hall, and there are 5,000 students, and this is the specific chunk which you are supposed, this is a specific part of the knowledge, this is the specific concept which we are supposed to transfer. Now the question arises, how do I transfer? For that, I have to see that if there are 5,000 students, so what I need to do, what type of strategy I have to make at that point of time, that I know that 5,000 students, I'm on the stage, 5,000 students are in front of me. So what do? I have to create the leaders in the rows. When there are leaders in the rows, so basically what is happening, every leader is transferring the knowledge in his own or her own row. So by this, the things are being transferred. So you should know how to transfer the things. You should know how to plan. If you do not, if a person fails to plan, so basically what happens? Basically, whatever he does, the things, you know what happens generally in classes, we, or being a leader for any task, if you did not do your own homework, at that specific point when you go, it's very difficult to get the success because of you're not prepared. You should know that you should know that you know that you should know. If you know that you know, it means you are able to transfer the things at any capacity. Being a leader, if you're talking to a person who's a finance minister, so it means basically you should know that what you're talking about. Being a doctor, when you're transferring the knowledge to students, so you're discussing about a specific disease or about a specific organ, and if you are yourself weak in that specific area, it's very difficult to make people understand.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Munawer Hameed, and thank you, Dr. Saud. You, mashallah, you participated very well, and you asked a very valuable question. I have one question from Munawer Said. As a teacher, you must be a career counselor also, because especially you are teaching to senior grades like college and university level students, and they are very conscious about their future and about their career because they are near to move to professional life. So what are the motivation you give to your students, especially in the regarding the Gulf country, so that you should share some tips for the youngsters which can be helpful for them to adjust for those who are looking a job in the Gulf countries especially.
Fine. If the people who are looking jobs in Middle East, nowadays everybody is aware that nowadays the economies of countries in Middle East is not growing. Still, if you want to go there, you should know that you should go with best of your capabilities. Degree does not count. Degree counts, but only degree does not count. You should know how to do the things. I mean, you know what happens? Your boss says, Mr. Munawer, take this key. Car is outside. Go to that specific shop. Bring that specific food for me from that specific hotel. I'm just creating an example. And I want to see the food at 4 o'clock. Now, you do not know how to drive the car. You do not know which car is that. You do not know where the hotel is. You do not know the area. You do not know the food. But at 4 o'clock, he wants that food should be ready at his table. Now, at this point of time, you should know, you should use your intuitions. If you are able to create something by the support of your intuitions, no matter you do not know those things, you can create the things. Because of the life is not a straight line. You see, when you see our heartbeats go up, down like this. In the same way, the life is not a straight line. In life, we have challenges and we have possibilities. Now, whenever a challenge comes, if you are able to convert that specific challenge, that specific problem, you know, what did I do? I have taken out the word problem from my life. I have no problem at all in my life. I have all challenges. So if you have challenges, you are able to create opportunities. You are able to answer. You are able to face the challenges. It means you are a strong person. The problem itself is a negative word. The challenge itself is a positive word. So what do? When you go with the positive approach, I have decided few things in my life. For example, I have decided I will never talk bad about anybody. I will never listen any bad thing about anybody. Sometimes, being a human being, maybe I fail in that specific area. But generally, I have decided this thing, that I will go with the power of positiveness. So being a teacher, being a student who has just qualified his MBA and he wants to go to another market, The people are everywhere, all over the world, not in Pakistan, but in all the countries. You'll find talented people. So talent is cheap. Talent is for sale. Education. You should go. Before I discuss about education, I would like to discuss more about talent. Talent is cheap. Why? Talented people are available all over the world. They show different types of talent. The second thing is called education. Education is not cheap, but education is for sale. What do I mean? It means if you have time and if you have money, you can always buy education. You can always get education. Are you with me?
You can continue, sir. You can continue.
Fine. So, talent is cheap, education is for sale. Now, the question arises, what makes you click? What makes you different? And that thing is called attitude. With the right attitude, at the right time, with the right capacity, in the right capacity, with the right strength, when you make the hammer, you get the result. If your attitude is negative, whatever education you have, whatever skills or whatever talent you have, you cannot touch the sky. So your attitude should be positive. You should think about people in a positive manner. There are different things by which you can go to the different markets. For example, we are talking about Middle East market. So the first thing, if the young people, they want to go in that market, they should know how to sell their services. I mean, how do they offer their services? So the first thing, CV. People even do not know how to make the CV. Why at Hotmail from moon@hotmail.com. This is not a CV, this is not an email address. sharmiligal@gmail.com. So this is not basically an email address which will give an impression that you are a serious candidate. So there are different things which makes you take not only in the local market, but also in foreign market. So generally, what do I do when we discuss about education, when I discuss about that, how do I transfer the knowledge to my students? The first thing, what do I do? The first thing, I teach them how to think. If you are able to understand the things, if you are able to create the thing, you must know that we have a specific organ, we have a specific part in our head, and that's called our brain. If you do not know how to use your brain, if you do not know how to use your mind, I mean, you are not able to get the things. So you should know how to think.
Sir, is there any criteria from when we can know as a teacher that we are teaching well or we are teaching not well?
For that, I would like to say that your assessments tell you that are you teaching, is the knowledge being transferred or knowledge is not being transferred. This is the assessments. And when we discuss about the assessment, we should know how to assess the students. Either we are going for formative assessments or we are going for summative assessments. All these techniques we should know. If we are able to assess them in a proper way, then we should know. Then we know that the things are being transferred. Otherwise, we do not.
Okay, Sir Munawer, I have one question more. I think we have Dr. Sadaf also. Dr. Sadaf recently joined us. So, Dr. Sadaf, are you have any question from Munawer Hameed, sir?
Not actually, but his speak is very good, and he talked about very much briefly what about our teaching experience and what should I do in class. His talk was very good.
Basically, my today's conversation is based on consequentialist approach of reasoning and categorical approach of reasoning. Recently I have joined a course at Harvard University, and it was in fact an online course, and there I learned this thing. And the story starts in such a way that you are driving a lorry, you're driving a car, and then the brakes of the car get failed. And you see that there are 5 people working on the same road. You're driving the car, you are not having the brake, and you do not have any choice to kill yourself, but finally, these 5 people you're going to kill. Your steering is moving, and there is a way out. And on that specific way, there is one worker is working. Now the question arises that will you kill 5 people? Will you go straight and kill 5 people? Or you will kill only one person and you will move your car at your left or right, wherever is the way, and you will kill at that specific person who is standing or working alone. Yes, Dr. Sadaf, what is your idea? If you're driving that specific car and your brakes of the cars are not working, and on the same road, 5 people are working, you have only one choice, that you can move your steering and you can go to other way, there one person is working. So either you can kill 5 or you can kill 1. So what you will do?
I think is there any solution that we
There's no other solution. There's no other solution, only one solution. Either you can kill 5 people or you can kill 1. So what you will do at that specific point in this specific situation, you or me, when we are driving the car, what we are supposed to do?
I will hit
Shall we push the
one
brake?
person.
Shall we push the brake?
We cannot do anything. We don't have any choice. We have only one choice. Either we can kill 5 or we can kill 1.
I can give answer in light mode. Because a person who is doing something beside the road, I think we should save that person because he is already at the side, and the people who are on crossing the road on the main road,
no, they are not crossing the road.
So they should be punished.
No, they are not crossing the road. They are working at the corner of that road, where the road finishes.
Like all are working at the corners.
Yes, all are working at the corner.
Then definitely we will prefer one instead of 5. This is logical, I think.
Now, what I'm doing, Dr. Sadaf, I'm just bringing a change in the situation, and the change is this: that you are driving the car, okay, and you saw that the car. Now, in this situation, you saw that a car is coming, and there is no brake in that car as well. You know that the brake got failed, and 5 people are working at the corner of the road. In this point of time, you saw that one person, and there's a bridge. The car is coming from left, and before the person hits those 5 people, in the middle there's a bridge. On that bridge, a person is standing. So what can you do? You go and you push that person. When the person will fall down, the car will hit that person. Due to this accident, this one person will die, and those 5 people, you can save those 5 people. So at this point of time, what you will do? You understand what did I say?
I will hit one person. If there is no.
Okay, I change the story. You are a doctor, right?
Yes.
You are a doctor. In the first case of road, what did you say? You said that you will save 5 people and you will kill one person, right? I mean, you don't have any choice. It means you are going to hit one person. So that person is dying, correct?
I think I said that.
You said that. So Dr. Sadaf agrees? Yes or no?
Dr. Sadaf was
Yes.
Dr. Sadaf is still in confusion.
Yes, I'm still in confusion.
Confusion of what? You are driving the car.
He is not ready to kill anyone.
There is no choice. There is no choice. There is no other choice. Fine, you are a doctor, right? In one fine morning, you found 5 people came to your clinic. Fine. Basically, there are 2 approaches. There are 2 approaches under the thing. standardize the things.
We,
You are a
I
doctor.
cannot listen you properly. I cannot listen you properly. I think line
You can
is
listen to me properly.
disturbing. Hello, G.
Yes. Can
Hello.
you listen to me properly?
Yes, yes,
Ji,
yes,
aap awaaz aa rahi? Can you listen to me
yes,
properly?
yes, yes,
Yes. You are a doctor.
yes,
You are a doctor. One fine morning, 5 people came to you.
yes,
How many people came to you?
yes. 5,
5. And all
5.
those 5 people are having some problem. One person is having a problem in his heart. One is in lung. One is having a problem in brain. Like this 5 people, and they are going to die today. You know that they are going to die today, and you do not have any donor. And suddenly you came to know that one person has come for a regular checkup. A person who is healthy, heavy, and he has just entered into a clinic. And he is waiting for you in another room. Now what you will do? Are you going to kill one person and you are going to save 5 people? Will you do that?
If he is willing to donate his
He is
organs.
not going to donate. Why? Suppose I have come for regular checkup.
Sir,
Why I am
if the
going to
one
donate my
person
organ?
is young,
No,
then
no.
he will save. If
Then
the
I will not.
one person is old, then we'll let him go.
You know what happens? Basically, in the first case, what did you do? In the first case, you killed one person and you saved 5 people, right? Doctor, are you with
Yes,
me?
yes, yes,
What did you do in the first case? What did you
yes,
do?
yes.
That you saved 5 people and you killed one person. Basically, this is an example of consequentialist moral of reasoning. Consequentialist moral reasoning means you locate morality in the consequence. What was the consequence? The consequence were this, that you were not having any choice, and at that moment of time, you thought that I should not kill 5 people, I should save 5 people, and I don't
One.
have any choice, so I can hit one person. On the other hand, when we discuss about categorical way of reasoning, categorical way of thinking, it means the person who has just come for the regular checkup, what was his? I mean, he was innocent. So why you are going to kill that person? And killing him and saving 5 is basically a sin here. So what do I mean?
Yes,
I
exactly.
mean that at first we are supposed to teach our students. We should teach as a leader our nation that how to think. If you do not know how to think, if you do not know, you see, so basically for that we should create 4 Ds. What is the meaning of 4D? The first D is desire. For example, if you want to serve the nation, it means you must have a desire. Without desire, you cannot do the things. The second thing is direction. Direction is very important in life. Whatever you want to go, whatever you want to do. Because of, if the direction is not there, it means if you do not know where you want to go, you will be at a place where you never wanted to. I am a financial accountant. I want that my son should become a chartered accountant. But suppose if he says that I do not want to become a chartered accountant, I want to become a musician or a guitarist, or I want to go in the field of medicine. So what should I do? I should let him decide. I should give him a chance to take the decision, because of tomorrow when he will understand, he will not understand. He will just become a chartered accountant. If he does not want to become a chartered accountant, it means he is unable to create value in that profession. So what we are supposed to do first? At first, we are supposed to decide. We should have a desire, and the second thing is a direction. If our direction is not correct, it means we are going in a different way. The third thing is determination. Whatever we want to do, there should be desire. We should have direction. We should be determined of that. And the finally thing, which our leader Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah said, that we should have discipline. Without discipline, we cannot do the things. Discipline is very important in every job. For example, in today's lecture, you wanted me to come at 6 o'clock, so I came at 6 o'clock, right? I cannot say this thing that you are calling me at 6 o'clock, I want to come at 7 o'clock. It means basically there is a parameter. There are boundaries. So whatever we are doing, we are supposed to follow those boundaries. It means we are doing our job in a proper way. It means we should know these 4 Ds. The first D is desire, direction, determination, and discipline. If we are having these four Ds in our hand, we can definitely achieve our objectives. And by achieving these objectives, we can definitely get our aims. Because of our objectives, make our aims. Yes.
Exactly.
If you have any question, you can definitely ask me.
Right.
I feel another
was
thing
very
which is
nice.
also very important for the whole nation, not for a specific group of people who are called students. Either you are at home, you're working as a wife, or you're working as a daughter or son or brother or father. Whatever you're doing, you should understand how to not catch the people all the time. Create opportunities for them, give them space, give them room, so they can breathe, they can feel, okay, fine, we are the stakeholder. Our home is what? Our home is also like an organization. Everybody should discuss the things, and discussion is also very important. If we are not discussing the things in the organization, I mean, if you see our religion, what happens? In our religion, what happens? If we go for prayers 5 times, what does it mean? It means there is a discipline. We are going and we are meeting people. We are talking. Conversation is important. Yes.
Thank you very much, Munawer Hameed, for your precious time. You enlightened us about your valuable words. You shared your experience with us, and we are grateful from OPEP International, because you all are very, very respectable for us. And this forum is only for the Pakistani community. OPEP International is an international organization for to highlight the skills, the experience, the profile of Pakistani educators. So Alhamdulillah, we all are on the same page, and you all are, mashallah, sharing your experience with us. And inshallah, we will invite you again with a new topic, okay, maybe after 1 month, because we have so many other friends also in the pipeline. So, but you are regularly, you as a participant, you can be our regular or be our member, okay? Like, it doesn't mean that only as a presenter you can, because we all are learner also, and we all are presenter also, okay? We are learning from each other, okay? And we are and we make this platform very inflexible environment, in friendly environment, in like we will discuss, we will sometime we will do some entertainment also, because you see, when you are sharing your experiences, so it should be in the light mood. So we really enjoy your session, and Alhamdulillah, we can say that so many new things come in our knowledge, and we will share we already recorded this session, and inshallah this will be available on our YouTube channel and our all platform. And what I learned from you, which is a very valuable point, especially for the youngsters, regarding the email, regarding you highlighted very well, because maybe most of the youngsters, they are using their teenager email, still they are using in their professional also, like you already explained. So that can affect very badly affect on their CV. Your email should be very presentable, okay, when you are especially applying for some prestigious job. I can agree, in teenage, we can generate so many IDs, okay, for the chit chat or for in the friends. But when you are shifting to your professional line, so you should be focused. And this is the very important point you highlighted. I really appreciate, and I really thankful to you, because you see, there are so many things, there are so many lessons we are learning from different areas, okay, but some points are very important, and which can be very helpful for the youngsters. Thank you very much, Munawer Hameed, sir. You can be with us, because we have Dr. Saud also with us. He will also share with us some of his experience. So inshallah, if you want to continue with us, you can be a participant also. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
After 5 minutes, we will start the new session.
Thank you very much, sir. Basically, this was a short topic. If you want about the core topic of financial accounting, finance as well, inshallah, near future. Thank you.
Okay.